From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your Evening Update.
Cascade Paint & Supply is Reading's oldest family-owned paint store, established in 1953. We are the largest Dunn Edwards dealer in the nation, and most of our products are made in the U.S. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff are ready to answer your questions and help you today.
Happy Friday evening to you. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Krueger, getting you right into your evening forecast with your Krueger's Quickcast. Here's your Friday, February 20th. It's going to be another cold night tonight, just not as cold as it was this morning. We're talking low 30s in the valley, teens, 20s for the higher elevations, and the coast probably somewhere in the upper 30s to low 40s. Going to start to see some of those showers moving in to the west of the valley and some snow flurries as well in some of the higher elevations. So there you can see the valley may be a stray shower tomorrow morning, but I can tell you what, I think most of it will be to the west of the valley. So don't count on much of that rain here for tomorrow morning. Trinity County, some snowflakes. I think the coast will see some showers, and central and western Siskiyou County seeing some snowflakes, but it will be dry for Modoc County and the eastern mountains. So you can see those clouds coming in from the west and just a lot of activity over the Pacific. That's what's going to be impacting us over the weekend. So let's take a look at Futurecast here for tonight and tomorrow. There it is, moving into the coast, and some snow out towards Siskiyou and Trinity County, and dry everywhere else. And again, a slight chance maybe some of those could make their way into the north end of the valley, but don't count on much, if anything, through the day on Saturday, as most of it will be to the north and west of the valley. Snow levels starting off probably fairly low, around 2,500 feet for Saturday morning. A Saturday afternoon, though, probably back up closer to 3,000 feet. So we're going to start to see a trend of these snow levels rising over the next several days. Not a lot of rain, though, in the forecast here. Lakehead maybe 100th, and not much even for the coast. So Saturday is not a big event when it comes to rain and snow, but we could be talking about 2 to 4 inches in Mount Shasta City alone. Weaverville, Hayfork, you may see a trace of a rain-snow mix, but as I mentioned, by the time we get into the afternoon and into Sunday, snow levels will be a bit higher. There's a look at some of the snow totals we expect for the ski park through the weekend, and yeah, a couple of feet of snow is certainly a possibility, so more snow is on the way. Temperatures for your Saturday, though, are going to be the low 50s for the valley, 30s and 40s for the higher elevations, and somewhere in the mid to upper 50s for the coast. All right, let's go and take a look at that 7-day forecast for the valley. And you can see those temperatures are going to be warming up by next week, off and on chances for showers at least through Tuesday. Tuesday will be the day we see the heaviest amount of rainfall for pretty much everyone, but the coast, you're going to get hit with some heavy rainfall over the weekend and into early next week. Snow levels, as you can see, are starting off decently low on Saturday, a little bit higher Sunday, and even higher as we go into Tuesday of next week. 6,000 feet and higher, drier and warmer towards the middle and latter part of next week. That's a look at your Krueger's Quickcast. We're going to take a look at our weather headlines with that drier pattern. Of course, we saw that today. Drier for most of us on Saturday, but again, it's mainly west, north, and west of the valley. You've got rain and snow as early as tomorrow. Cool and unsettled returns this weekend into early next week with higher snow levels, much less rainfall for most people. Again, we're going to see some heavier rainfall along the coast, and it's trending less active going into the end of the month of February into early March. We're going to talk about that in your Deeper Dive forecast, sponsored by Shasta Hearing Aids.
Hearing loss can creep in little by little until one day you realize something's been missing. It's not about things being louder, it's about the moments that slip by. The joke you didn't quite catch, the quiet I love you, or the conversations with your kids that deserve the full attention. At Shasta Hearing Aids here in Reading, we believe hearing aid care should feel personal. Through compassionate care, a comprehensive hearing aid screening, and technology tailored to your lifestyle, we help you reconnect to what matters most. Schedule your free hearing aid evaluation today.
So the activity over the Pacific is heading our way, but we do have high pressure building in, and that's going to block some of those storms from moving in here for some of us, right? Not everyone is going to be dry, but not everyone's going to be wet either, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. First of all, not as active as we go through next week. What we're seeing here is this ridge of high pressure right here. You see that? This right here is a blocking ridge for all intents and purposes, but it's going to block the storms for some of us, such as Modoc County, Lassen, and Plumas counties. But to the west of that, throughout the weekend, we're going to see chances for some rain, some snow in the mountains, and even the valley getting in on some of that, but not all of it. Then it's not really until Tuesday that that ridge of high pressure breaks down, shifts off to the east, and allows the storm to finally push on through, and some good rain across the board. Snow level is going to be higher at that point, unfortunately. Then it looks like fairly dry for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, even into that next weekend. Although some models indicating that by that next weekend, we could be looking at the potential of some of this activity here working its way in, giving us maybe some more showers, but nothing guaranteed at this point. We take a look at futurecasts here over the next several days, and all right, so for tomorrow morning through the afternoon, you see it's mainly here, right? We're seeing the snow in Mount Shasta City and, of course, the ski park. We're seeing some snow. Even Hayfork, Weaverville, I think you can see a bit of a mix, maybe some snow in the morning hours, and then some light showers for the coast. We start to see snow levels rise a little bit through the day, so it's going to be more of a mix, turning over to possibly rain for Hayfork and Weaverville, and still some snow in Mount Shasta City and the ski park, and even some light showers for the coast. But you notice the valley eastward staying fairly dry. Now, if we see a stray sprinkle or light shower to the north end of the valley, don't be surprised, but shouldn't be much. Then you can see as we go into Sunday, this is when we really start to see the heavy rainfall for the coast. Look at that heavy rainfall. Could even see some lightning strikes. Snow at this point, probably somewhere around, say, 4,000 feet. So a bit of a mix from Mount Shasta City, but I do expect snow out at the ski park on Sunday morning. And then you can see some of the showers for the valley. But look at Modoc, Lassen, and Plumas counties. All right, I'm going to advance this in time on Sunday. You take the pick where you want to watch, but if you live in this area or are going to this area, watch this as we go through the day on Sunday. All right? See what's happening? We're going to see a little bit of activity trying to work its way into the western Modoc, western Lassen, and even western Plumas. But for the most part, these areas are dry even through Sunday. Scattered showers for the valley, but nothing significant, and scattered showers off to the west. That heavy rainfall we're starting off on Sunday for the coast will start to kind of die down a little bit here before we see the next round coming in Monday night into Tuesday. So there you can see Monday 5 a.m. For the most part, we're looking at a dry start to the day, maybe a few showers along the coast. Monday afternoon, we're starting to see that main push of moisture come in. There may be a stray shower for parts of the valley through the day on Monday, but overall, not very wet through most of the afternoon. And then Monday night into Tuesday, this finally all begins to push in. Now notice as we go into Tuesday morning, even Tuesday morning, you're not seeing a lot of snow on the map. This is indicating that this is a fairly warm storm system. It's tapping into tropical moisture, and this is going to be a warmer source of moisture, keeping those snow levels most likely even above 6,000 feet. And as much as I hate to say it, a couple of things to mention. Number one, the ski park. Ski park, the lower elevations of the ski park most likely seeing rain instead of snow. Number two, a lot of the low elevation snow that we saw the last several days, that is going to have rain on top of that snow, which means more runoff than typical, and that could potentially lead to some localized flooding, which is something we'll have to watch very closely going into early next week. But in the meantime, most of the rain is along the coast. Over 3 inches, a very good possibility in some spots, much less though as you start heading off to the east. Taking a look at the snow, all right, so through Sunday, 4 to 8 inches you can see from Mount Shasta City, right? But we're expecting more rain Monday night into Tuesday. Watch what happens. All right, some of the highest elevations may be seeing a little snow like the Warner Mountains, maybe Mount Shasta Peak, right? Or even Lassen Peak, but it's going to be rain everywhere else, you know, as you go to say 6,000 feet and lower, right? Now, just for fun, taking a look at what we can expect for the Sierra, not a lot. I mean, after the big pounding we've seen in the Sierra this week, looks like they're getting a bit of a break here for next week. Just a little bit of snow coming into Tuesday. There's a look at the winds too. Very gusty winds. In fact, a wind advisory for the North Coast through the weekend. Could see those gusts off and on throughout the weekend into next week. Now the thing is, it's going to be off and on, including the valley, really including everybody. Just the timing of it a little different at times here. You can see 5 p.m. not very windy, but then maybe another round of some wind coming in here for your Tuesday morning, especially for the valley. 20, 30 miles per hour. Drier than normal conditions are working their way into the forecast, folks. So all the rain that we have seen and are going to see, that may be coming to an end near the end of February into early March. So we'll have to kind of wait and see what happens with that. And on top of that, getting back to those warmer conditions, the 10-day trend is inching back up mid to upper 60s by the middle and latter part of next week. All right, so here's your neighborhood forecast, sponsored in part by Dignity Health. We've got those temperatures in the upper 30s, low 40s for Trinity County for your Saturday. Now, what we've got here is snow levels starting off 2,500 feet. So I think we'll see a mix in Weaverville and Hayfork and maybe even all snow in the early parts of the day, slowly rising through the day on Saturday and eventually up to 4,000 feet by Sunday. 6,000 feet by Monday and Tuesday. So yes, you're going to be looking at more of that rain on top of that snow. The North Coast, you've got off and on rain here all the way through Tuesday, drying out by Wednesday. That's the case for both the inland areas and the coast. Starting off cool the weekend, and temperatures starting to warm up for next week. 41 for Fort Jones tomorrow, 43 degrees in Wairika, 37 for Mount Shasta City. You're going to see some snow throughout the day tomorrow, including places around, say, the ski park as well. Modoc County is beginning to warm up a little bit as well. I think you'll be dry throughout the entire day on Saturday. No rain, no snow. That's also the case for the Eastern Mountains for your Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Eventually by Tuesday, you're looking at some rain. And I say rain because, yeah, you're only going to get snow above 7,000 feet. For the Valley neighborhood forecast of the south, temperature is a little bit warmer for your Saturday. Looking at Chico, maybe an isolated shower on Sunday. Don't count on much. Rain coming in Monday night into Tuesday, drying out and warming up for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Up to the north, 51 for Redding as well as Palo Cedro, 50 in Bella Vista and Lakehead, a high of about 46 degrees. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast for Redding. There is that chance for showers Sunday, off and on, light showers, nothing significant. More rain coming in Monday night, heavier rainfall Monday night into Tuesday, and then it dries out. We're back in the mid to even upper 60s by the latter part of next week. All right, that's going to do it for me this week here. I will be off for the weekend, but meteorologists, no need to worry. Chase Wilson will be in for your Saturday and Sunday, giving you updates at 6 a.m., noon, and 6 p.m., so be on the lookout for that. He'll be, of course, tracking some of the rain and snow that we're going to see over the weekend and what we can expect for next week. Have a great weekend, everyone.
When you see flashing lights, someone's life depends on us.
And while we're out helping crash victims, we need your help to keep us safe. Move over, slow down. It's the law. It protects everyone.
Our crews are out here every day, keeping the roads safe for you and your family.
We're often the last ones on scene, and we want to make it home safe too.
Protect those who protect you. Slow down and move over.